Hey, this is Jazz, and you're watching Jazz's Rockin Roadshow. I am down here in Atlanta, Georgia. It is beautiful out here. I'm in Olympic Park. This is kind of the center of downtown area. You've got the CNN building there. You've got the College Hall of Fame Museum. You've got the Coke Museum. You've got the crazy, whatever it's called, sky wheel thing up there, right? But yeah, I'm just hanging out, having a good time. Let's find out who our musical guest is going to be on this episode. Call Bruce.
Calling Bruce.
This is my buddy Bruce. See if he answers.
Hey Jazz, what's up, brother?
Bruce, how are you, my friend?
Doing good, how are you?
I'm quite well. I have a question for you.
Yeah.
So, I am down here in Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm doing my little TV show, Jazz's Rockin Roadshow, and I need a musical guest, and I thought, let's get Losing September on the show. What do you think? You want to be on the show?
Of course I do. I think that'd be freaking awesome.
Awesome, awesome. Well, I tell you what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna walk around, check out the sites a little bit, and then when I get home, I'll have you guys to the studio. You guys can come play some tunes. We'll chat, we'll do a little interview, and I'll play some videos on the show. How's that sound?
Sounds great. Enjoy Atlanta, brother.
Excellent. Thank you so much for agreeing to be on the show. So, Jazz's Rockin'. What's that?
It's my pleasure.
Thank you. So behind me is the Atlanta sky view. And if you watched episode, I don't know, 3, I think it was, where I was in Atlanta, not Atlanta, I was in Orlando, Florida. I had Drown the Deep on the episode. I was up in one of those. I didn't particularly care for it much. So I don't think I'm gonna go up in it this time. But there it is. Well, here I am in the Skyview Ferris wheel. I think I literally just said I wasn't going to do this. But I'm a sucker for punishment. This one isn't quite as high as the one in Orlando. But I ain't gonna lie, it's high enough. And I don't really like these things. I don't know why I keep going on them. I go on them for you. Okay, so this is my 5th time around the Ferris wheel. I'd really like to get off now. I didn't realize that you went over, or you went 5 laps or whatever you call it, 5 rotations. I'm perfectly happy getting off now. And of course they're gonna stop at the top. Why wouldn't they? Okay, you can start me back up, please. You know what's cool about this? Nothing. I am not a fan of this. It's kind of funny for somebody that flies as much as I do. This bothers me. Okay, I'm just going to shut my eyes here and not look. You guys can let me off now. Anytime now. Behind me is the lovely Lady Belle sculpture from John Portman. I believe he's like 91 years old or something like that, and this sculpture represents his love for Atlanta. So there you go, a little history lesson. Little art lesson for you. I am on my way to get some food on Peachtree Street, and there is a Gus's Fried Chicken. They don't pay me to say this. They don't endorse me. I don't endorse them. I'm just telling you from personal experience. If you ever get a chance to try Gus's Fried Chicken, you got to try it. There's one in Atlanta. There's one in New Orleans. There's a couple other in some of the major cities. Best fried chicken ever. Seriously, it's awesome. So I made it to Gus's world famous fried chicken. Look how good that looks. Oh my goodness. Gus's world famous fried chicken.
what's inside me? Why do you need to know? Just leave me be. What's my answer? I can't do that to you. See inside my life of chaos, pain that moves me is so contagious. Bleed tomorrow and I'll say tonight. Don't ask why I live to fight tonight. Question, question, what's inside me? Why do you need to know? Just leave me be. What's my answer? I can't do that to you. See inside my life of chaos, pain that moves me is so contagious. Bleed tomorrow and I'll say tonight. Don't ask why I live to fight tonight. Why do you need to see inside? The pain that moves me, I try to hide. When you see inside the life I've tried to hide from you, you know now. Pain that controls me, things you shouldn't see. How to do you know now, see inside my life of chaos, pain that moves me is so contagious. Bleed tomorrow and I'll say tonight. Don't ask why I live to fight tonight.
I just made it back to the hotel. I'm gonna head up to the room here in Atlanta. And it's been a long day. So tomorrow I fly out to Pittsburgh to play a show with Half Wheel at Rock for Life at Paradise Park. And I was thinking that maybe I can, 12th floor, I'm on the 12th floor. If there's a fire, there's no way I'm getting out of this hotel. But anyways, I was thinking that I'm flying into Pittsburgh tomorrow to play a show with Half Wheel at Paradise Park for Rock for Life. And what I was thinking is maybe I do a little interview with Matt Ferrante. He's the person that puts on the show. It's a great event. It raises money for kids that have really bad diseases and they just need help, financially for whatever, a vehicle to get to doctor's appointments or gas money or whatever. So let's give him a call as soon as I get to my room here and see if he's interested in doing a little interview. Here's my fancy digs in Atlanta. All right, let's see if I can get a hold of Matt. Let's see if he's interested in doing this Let's see. Y'all know my password on my phone now. Call Matt Ferrante on speakerphone.
Calling Matt Ferrant on speaker.
Matt Ferrant. That's not how you say his last name. Let's see if I can get a hold of him. Come on, Matt. Answer.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, Rockstar? How you doing?
What's up, buddy? Where are you at?
I am in Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so I got a question for you.
All right.
I'm doing my Jazz's Rockin Roadshow, and I know that you're doing the Rock for Life show this weekend at Paradise Park. And of course, I'm flying in tomorrow morning, or tomorrow afternoon rather, to play with Half Wheel there. So I'm excited about that, as we all are. But
Of course, in jazz style, you got to fly in right before the show, you know.
dude, I'm flying right in to play the gig and then right out, man. That's how I roll, brother. Hey, question for you though. I thought, what, you there? We lost him.
Sorry, it's like tornadoing here now, and I have bad reception.
Oh no, well yeah, it's starting to rain here. Well, here, I'll make this quick. I was thinking maybe we can do an interview about Rock for Life tomorrow, and I'll put it on the TV show. What do you think?
Sure. Can you hear me? It's raining really hard. I'm outside.
Yeah, I can hear you fine. Yeah.
Okay.
You sound great, brother. Okay, so let's do this, man. First off, let's get rid of all the rain and bad weather tonight. Let's have a beautiful weekend for Rock for Life. I'll fly in, we'll play the show, I'll do an interview and talk to some of the bands and tell everybody about what Rock for Life's about. How's that sound?
That sounds fantastic, brother.
All right, I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow, man. Be safe. I'll see you tomorrow night.
Safe travels, brother. I will see you tomorrow night.
All right, thanks, buddy. Thanks.
Later, brother.
Bye. All right, so we're going to have Matt Ferrante with Rock for Life on the show as well. Uh-oh, who's calling me now? Oh, I think he just butt dialed me. All right, I am leaving Atlanta. I'm heading to the airport to go perform with Half Wheel at Rock for Life. All right, I made it to the Atlanta airport, hanging out in the Sky Club, on my way to Pennsylvania to play the Rock for Life Festival at Paradise Park. And while we're there, I'm gonna interview Matt Ferrante and talk a little bit about what the organization does and the shows they put on. So, next stop, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I just got into Pittsburgh from Atlanta, so now it's off to Cowansville to play Rock for Life. All right, I made it back to Pittsburgh. I'm sitting backstage at the Rock for Life at Paradise Park Festival concert. This is like the one thing that everybody looks forward to every year if you're a musician in Pittsburgh. And I'm sitting with the man in charge, Mr. Matt Ferrante.
Hey, buddy.
Tell us, huh?
How was your trip?
Oh my goodness, another airplane, another...
So you landed from Atlanta and then just drove straight to the venue to play a show, and then you drive back to the airport and fly out again?
Pretty much, yeah.
The life of rock star jazz, yeah.
Right? But it's not about me on this one.
Right.
It's about you. Tell us all about...
Oh, it's not about me. It's about the kids. We do this for kids. I'll just share our recipient's name is Scarlett. She's actually in the hospital. She had a fever, so she's not going to be able to join us. She's real bummed out, but her parents are here, and we've been doing this for 20 years. We basically put on rock shows, and we raise money for local sick kids.
24 years.
24 years.
This is their 24th year. So Rock for Life's a charity, and you just help families that need some extra help. Their kids are whatever terrible disease or whatever they're going through, and you raise money to just
for whatever they need it for. We don't even care if they want to take their kid to Disneyland or if they need a car to drive back and forth from the hospital or whatnot, and But kids don't care about money, so the money's more or less for the adults. But the kids, we try to make them feel like a rock star. We want to bring them up on stage and give them a guitar and then make them a rock star. That's why we call our recipient this year Rock Star Scarlett.
Yeah.
So It's all about the kids, man.
That's great. And I tell you what, if more people did stuff like this, it'd be a better place, man. You know?
Yeah, right.
And speaking as a musician who's played the show, it's a great time. So if you've never been to a Rock for Life show, you need to come out. It's a weekend event. They got camping, food,
Vendors.
You
can buy alcohol. It's fantastic. It's $25 gets you in for the whole weekend. Camping's free. So you can come tonight and pay, and you can leave. Just bring your wristband back tomorrow and get back in. So $25 for the whole weekend.
So by the time this airs, this is it'll be like 6 weeks done. But for next year,
it'll
be the big
right.
2-5.
Well, we have a couple more events. We have two at the Shriners. We have one in August and then one in October, and then we have an event Labor Day weekend at JB's Roadside Inn, and then we have a couple other smaller events coming up too.
And you do it every year.
Every year. Yeah, we put on multiple shows.
So if I wanted to go find out the shows other than Facebook, Rock for Life concert series, right?
Yeah, right. Or you check us out at www.rockforlifeconcert.com.
Excellent. So not only is Matt the main dude here, organizes all this and takes care of all the bands and getting this money to the kids and puts on a fabulous rock show, but he's also playing tonight in A Common Crown. Speaking of which, there's Jen. Hey, Jen.
Hi.
How are you?
It took me a little while to find you guys.
We're in our secret backstage area.
Super backstage interviews.
So,
not the casting couch.
this is not the casting couch.
Looks like a casting couch to me, guys.
Well, hey, dim those lights.
Yeah, right. The lighting's a little
So,
wrong.
what are your hobbies?
Excellent. Matt, thank you so much, buddy.
Thank you, buddy.
Looking forward to playing tonight.
Thank you for playing every year for the past, over a decade or so, and thank you for being in a band with me, too. Thank you for being my bandmate.
We are in a band.
Couple. We're a couple bands. Yeah, we're a couple bands.
So, excellent.
Thanks, brother.
I'm back at the Pittsburgh airport, had a killer show with Half Wheel at Rock for Life, Paradise Park. Had a great time seeing everybody and all the bands. But now it's time to go back to Atlanta. So, see you in Atlanta. Back at the hotel.
I can see all that's real. It stares right back at me. The light shines off the steel. The time is now, the place is here. It is near now, I can feel the sweat drip off my palm. Just one slight twitch, and all the days that we have spent. Pain inside is all that I think I can really bear. Just one slight twitch, and my story's all that you will share. Be my hero, please, and rescue me. The time is now, the place is here. Be my hero, please, and set me free. With the barrel staring back at me, the chamber's all it holds the key. I can see all that's real. It stares right back at me. The light shines off the steel. The time is now, the place is here. End is near, now I can feel the sweat drip off my palm. Just one slight twitch, and all the days that we have spent. Pain inside is all that I think I can really bear. Just one slight twitch, and my story's all that you will share. Be my hero, please, and rescue me. The time is now, the place is here. Be my hero, please, and set me free. With the barrel staring back at me, the chamber's all that holds the key. And set me free. With the barrel staring back at me, the chamber's all that holds the key.
I am here with my friends in Losing September. All right? So we've got Bruce and Noah.
Yes.
And so first off, you know, Bruce, yeah, you're old news. You're the singer. You're the guitar player. Everybody knows about you. But what's this new guy here?
The amazing thing about Noah is what was it? He came to a you can tell the story.
Yeah, I came to a festival a while ago. I was much younger. I was like
12.
12. I was
even
12.
Younger, maybe.
Yeah, probably younger. My family wanted to go, and it was like my first
Woodshock. If you remember
Woodshock. It was a big festival outside
in Columbus, Ohio.
Yeah, it was great. It was like my first rock/metal concert. There were bands there that I wanted to see. So we went, and then I would always go up and watch the other bands, because obviously they were big headline bands, right. But I would go and watch the other, smaller bands that were there. And I went up and I saw these guys, and they were great. I loved them. I followed them ever since. And he's kept in contact with my dad, and he texted my dad, and he called me, and he said, "Hey, do you want to come drum for us?" And I said, "Sure." So
the best part about that whole story is he called you and said, "Do you want to come drum for us?"
Yes.
But you're playing guitar tonight.
Yeah. I've done a bunch of stuff in music.
Right.
I did a bunch of shows, and I kind of
multi-talented.
He's very good.
Excellent. Well, listen, man. First off, mad props to both of you guys, because we're playing your videos throughout the show tonight or today or whenever you're seeing this, and there's a lot in your music. It's you're not an acoustic act per se, and right. You guys came in here and played acoustic, so mad props to you.
Thank you for having us. We're happy.
Sounded great. You guys have, so when I first met you, talking about festivals, I met you at a festival too, and I think it was Pipestem, West Virginia, Meadow in the Mountains, I think.
Mountains.
And then
gotta love Meadow.
Yeah, right. And we played a few other ones too, because we played in all over the place. Yeah, but so we go way back.
Amen.
Amen. Amen. So you guys, you have multiple members. That you have a percussionist, a deaf percussionist.
Deaf Larry. Lawrence Wilkins, but most people know him as Deaf Larry, yes.
Deaf Larry. Gotta love Deaf Larry.
He's the most passionate person I've ever met in my life. I mean, he just is not a quitter. and he always has loved Losing September. He always says Losing September #1.
Nice.
And he's one of the sweetest guys ever, but also scary as hell. I mean, the guy's huge.
Yeah, he's a big guy. So I met you guys when I was touring with Silk Nine, and you guys were touring at the time. So this would have been like 2019, before the world went to hell.
Exactly.
And but you guys have really toured all over the place. You guys been in Japan.
Yes.
Tell me about Japan.
Japan was awesome. We flew to Japan in 2019. We had an Asian tour that was set up for us. We actually, at that time, we were number 9 on the Billboard Active Rock charts, which is what it is, you know.
Right.
But we at least made it there. We were right behind Black Eyes Blue from Corey Taylor and Chris Cornell's cover of Patience. So we were honored to be there, and us being Losing September, number 9 worked for us. You know, that's our number is 9. So it worked well. And but so we were actually having a lot of good momentum before COVID kind of shut everything down. And we went out to Japan. We had an MMA fighter that came out to our song Rise of the Loser. And it was pretty awesome to just have that experience. And then from Japan, we went to Thailand, and Foreman, who's not present with us right now.
Right.
But
that's Nicholas.
Yes.
And he's your Flying V guitar player.
Yes, the flying guitar player, yes.
With the long dread.
This guy plays some Flying V's like nobody else, and he has the long dreads.
Yeah.
It's a package deal.
Yeah, they go well together.
Absolutely. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No,
but,
perfect. I kudos to Nick.
Yeah.
Nick, we wish you were here. Love you, brother.
You're here in spirit.
Amen. Amen. And we went to Thailand, and Thailand, it was crazy because his passport, he had like a couple months left on his passport. And so he made it all the way to Japan and then to Thailand, and then we were going to Myanmar, Burma. And what happened was his passport got revoked by the Myanmar, the capital. And because they were worried that he might just stay in Myanmar, which is not also Burma, if you're not familiar with it. And this was before they've been taken over by military rule for the last year. And so we actually have a guitarist that performed with us in Myanmar, and he's actually at a refugee camp in Thailand now because he had to escape the country because there's just so much. I mean, it went into military dictatorship took over. So Obama set up a democracy. They haven't had democracy ever since World War II, and so they had 10 years of democracy. But the way they set it up with the general, then the prime minister, then the president, and the vice president, and so forth. And but the general was still on top. He made all the decisions essentially, and he just one day took all of the rest of the cabinet and he threw them all in jail and said this was a failed experiment in democracy.
Oh wow!
So they now are back into a military dictatorship, and our guitarist, his daughter, and his mother had to flee the country, and now they're in a refugee camp in Thailand, and because of we have a lot of situations going on in America where a lot of people are coming into the country, whether it be from Ukraine or from Mexico or wherever, and so it's been hard to get him here, but he's working on getting his citizenship and get him back here. But it truly was an amazing experience to go to Myanmar and to meet all these amazing people. We made so many friends. Raymond from the band Idiots is who brought us there, and he unfortunately has passed. He is in the Rolling Stone. Rolling Stone at least wrote an article for him. So check that out.
Any plans on going back?
Well, they 404'd Raymond, and they 404'd me too. which means like you pretty much are considered a pirate, which go Pirates,
Go Pirates.
by the way, but I'm pretty much a war criminal in Myanmar. So there's probably no chance of me going back to Myanmar. Thailand, Japan, the rest of everything else could be really cool.
Wow.
But
I will say that this is the first band I've interviewed on my show that I've never had a war criminal.
Yeah.
So it really is a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll, right?
Yeah.
So, I should mention
it's been a crazy journey to say the least. But I want to give a shout out to Raymond and Idiots Band. Thank you for bringing us to Myanmar. I love you. May you rest in peace. Rest in power. Love you, Raymond.
Yeah. So the show is, bands in and around Pittsburgh, and you guys are one of the bands around Pittsburgh. You are all from East Palestine.
That's where I reside. Yeah, Noah's actually from the Pittsburgh area.
Okay.
Bellevue.
That's right, you're Bellevue. Okay.
Yeah, I've been in Pittsburgh for I'm originally from Butler. Butler, if you know where that's at.
Absolutely. Butler has a great music scene, by the way.
Yeah.
In fact, I just had Noble Hops here, and Utah Burgess has the grassroots show on 97.7 FM,
Nice.
and that station plays so much local, Pittsburgh rock. So if you're not on that, you should definitely send some stuff to them because he's a good guy and he'll help you. Shameless plug there, Utah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But yeah,
good man.
So are you guys actively playing right now, trying to get back since COVID and all that, or?
Yeah, we're playing a festival up in Wisconsin, like Flaw and Non-Point and El Nino and Tantric and
Tantric
Smile
would be
Empty
there.
Soul. Some of those bands up in Wisconsin.
Now, you guys, I've seen you guys. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I swear I've seen you guys with a cello, violin, some big, I don't know, like timpani type drums.
That's Def Larry.
Yeah, that's Larry.
Okay.
That's Larry's doing.
That's
Yeah.
what Larry does. Larry plays the auxiliary percussion. Def Larry does.
All right. But you guys have a little bit of everything. So really, when I was saying earlier about you guys, it's cool that you came here and played as a two-piece acoustically. I mean, that's one extreme to the other, but your live shows can get pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Instrumentation and stuff like that. So how do you keep it all together? To know that this show you're going to have, do you always have all that when you play these big festivals, or does sometimes it's, are you a 4-piece sometimes and maybe a 6-piece another time, or 3-piece, or?
It does vary sometimes, especially festivals. You want to bring a bunch of pirates.
Yeah, absolutely.
The more pirates, the better. So for a festival, we'll probably have a lot of people there, but we kind of got our core 4 that just stays true to what we do.
Mm-hmm.
And, we'll add, we like to think of ourselves as an orchestra, a metal orchestra, so whatever it takes to put on the best show that we can.
Absolutely. And you guys do constantly deliver. I've not seen a bad Losing September show.
Well, thank you very much, Jazz.
Are you guys playing Pittsburgh anytime soon?
Currently, Pittsburgh isn't on the books, but we'd love to. We need to get back into Pittsburgh, hands down. So that would be nice. We would love to come back to the Pittsburgh area. You never know with life and booking agents where you end up. You sometimes end up in Asia.
Yeah, right?
So who knows?
Anything you guys want to tell the world about Losing September before we wrap this up and move on?
It's Pirate's Life from me.
Nice.
That's perfect. That's how we'll end it. I think that's a good way to do.
So listen, man, go stream their music. Go to the website. The website is losingseptember.com.
Yep.
Easy enough. Losingseptember.com. Check them out on Facebook, all the social media sites. You know the drill. They're on every downloadable site. Blah, blah, blah. Go check them out. Losing September, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having us, Jazz. It's been a pleasure. Love you, brother.
Thank you.